Hey everyone, Ironbug here. One of my favorite genres is sci-fi, space sci-fi. So when a chance to cover a space sci-fi VR game came up, I could not pass it by. Space sci-fi has always been one of my favorite genres, and VR my favorite way to game. So when the two mix together, I have to check them out. Today's VR adventure is called the Tau Ceti Terminus on Steam VR, and as always, I'm playing it on a Quest 2 with Airlink. The Tau Ceti Terminus is a space sci-fi adventure puzzle game, with some survival and combat mixed in. In the game, we are a new planetary surveyor for a big corporation, and we are sent out on our first solo surveying mission. This was a great job, everyone said. We'll get you outside more, explore new planets, see new wildlife, find exotic locations, snap a few pictures. What could go wrong? Turns out, everything. We crash land and damage our ship, and we are poorly supplied, and are in no way trained for stuff like this. Oh, and we still have to complete our mission. The game starts you out crash landed on a planet that looks a lot like Tatooine. We have next to nothing for supplies, and we need to learn to repair our ship, survive, and follow out the mission. The world we're dropped into looks beautiful. It's a desert planet, so it feels a little bare, with not much life going on, but what there is to see is really well done. From crossing a planet's surface and seeing the space in the sky, to the alien tech in the ruins, and the shadow effects caused by your hands in the flashlight. The day and night cycles and the temperature changes are all real nice. Everything feels and looks good. The controls took some getting used to. It could have been done better. Seated mode, for example, the items were just below my actual floor line, or just out of reach. A pickup system like the one in Half-Life Alyx would have fixed all these problems. Smooth locomotion, at one point, I was floating in and out of the floors. The game is played best standing with room scaling for turning and reaching for items. You don't need a large play space for this either. Once you have the controls set up nice, and you have one hand set to glide, or smooth locomotion, and the other set to teleport, which gives you the best of both worlds, You'll find the game plays beautifully.
D is Bravo Pole, and D is Bravo Pole. Helium 2, D is Bravo Pole, and secondary propellants, I have A and C Bravo.
The puzzles can be very challenging, from figuring out how to repair your ship, to using tech that was built and is in an alien language. You will be challenged over and over and be wrapping your head. This is not for someone that gives up easy on puzzles. The combat did not have much physics to it, but it felt okay. Cutting the limbs off a giant scorpion was pretty nice. I could not find a way to defend myself other than moving around, and I'm not sure if we're carrying a really big knife or a stylish sword. The inventory system is done with the backpack. You can easily grab the backpack from your back and store items into it by just letting go. This seems nice at first, but it gets really cluttered really fast and makes it hard to reach items when you need them. All the items have to be stored in the backpack. You have no side belt or chest slot to store things in, like the tools you use most often, like your scanner, your weapon, and your flashlight. We don't start with much for supplies, but we do get one item that is genius and should be in more VR games, especially puzzle games. The Note Pen. Playing puzzle games on a flat screen, you could easily write down notes and review them later. In VR, this is not the case. With the Note Pen, though, you can take it out anytime and write down something that you might need to review later, and pop it out, and boom, there it is. The Note Pen is something that should be implemented into more VR games. I love to see developers use this more. The game sells for under $5 Canadian, and it has an estimated playtime of 10 to 12 hours. This game offers more than I expected for the price point. The few hours I spent playing it to make this video, I felt like my value was hit, and I still want to go back for more. If you're a space sci-fi fan like me, this game will tickle your sci-fi bones for sure. The world looks good and the puzzles are very space themed. If you're into challenging puzzles and don't mind getting stumped on them over and over, this game will challenge your brain and is a must play. If you're looking for a weapons-based action-adventure game, this game may not be for you. There is some combat, but it's simple and slow-paced. Overall, I think this game offers a lot of content for a super low price point, plus it's still alive and getting regular updates. This is a game that should be a part of your VR library if you're into puzzle games or love space sci-fi.